I remember a while back when I was young, I worked at the bicultural center, and my friend MJ asked me if I consider myself disabled, and I was like, I was tired of being asked that question because I'm not disabled. I have my own culture, and she asked me if I valued the TTY and closed captions that the ADA provides, and of course, I'm very thankful for all the thing that ADA has done for me. And then she asked if you used everything that the ADA does, doesn't that mean you're disabled? And that was a good question. Yeah, I lived in Seattle. Normally, I usually take the bus to work because and there's a lot of traffic. And one day, I took the bus, and there were a lot of people getting on, and then I went on, but no one knew I was deaf. So I just sat down and looked out the window, and then a blind man came in. He came in, then everyone got up to so they could allow the blind man to sit down. But once they saw him, they labeled him as disabled because he was blind. And that got me wondering. Anyway, as we were driving, the bus took another stop, and there was a man in a wheelchair. So they pulled out the ramp and helped him get on the ramp, and then the ramp came inside the bus, and the driver got up to help him sit down, put on a seatbelt, and people moved so there would be it'd be easier for him to find a seat. But when the people saw that, they thought of him as disabled also. And they don't notice if I'm deaf because the only way they would see if I sign. But compared to the blind man and the man in the wheelchair, they can visibly see that they're disabled. The only way they could see me if I got up and signed. And but the 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 blind and the man in the wheelchair, they have no culture. I have my culture. I have a deaf culture. No, and I was thinking back to the question that MJ asked me. And no, I'm not disabled. It's different. It's different with me. I have my deafness defines my culture. It's part of me. And as I was thinking, as I was analyzing, it was very interesting, and this whole event was very impactful.